Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Slay the Spire Daily Challenge. This is September 2nd, 2018, and you guys might be asking yourselves / wondering, but JayRPG, where is September 1st? Wow, I was sick, as you can probably hear my voice. I was very sick, and thought I was going to die, and I thought it was the end of my life. So unfortunately, due to that, I could not record the episode. I felt so bad that even though I sat in my chair for like 5 seconds, it was actually like 5 minutes in all honesty, I had everything set up to start the video and I was just like, I can't do it. I just couldn't do it. So I just felt so bad that I knew the commentary would suffer, and I knew that that's spoilers. The last day we did was the 31st of the 8th, 2018, so did not even do it at all yesterday. I still feel very under the weather. So I apologize about any clearing my throat here, or I apologize about any like almost delays and commentary and stuff. I don't know what's been. I think it's the weather where I live has been hot then cold then hot then cold. It's insane. It just skyrockets to 40 degrees Celsius and then plummets down to 12 degrees 10 degrees Celsius. So it's very difficult for me, my body probably, to keep up with what's going on. I left the daily scoreboard, which is something you never do. Let me just exit Slay the Spire quickly and relaunch it, because I need to see. No, don't show my personalized information, game. Why are you doing this? Why? I don't know. It's just not working. There we go. So now you guys see all my personalized theme information. But it's okay. I trust you all. I trust every single one of you. Okay, let's see if it retrieves the data now. Come on. There we go. Okay. So obviously we're looking for top 20 place. It means 1,484 points needed. We're playing Silent today with Diverse, Terminal, and Hoarder. Diverse and Hoarder make it very difficult to get collector's bonuses, so these scores actually surprise me. And Terminal is one of my favorite modifiers in the game. So what I'm going to do is, since I didn't do yesterday's daily at all, September 1st, 2018, and I skipped it, I'm going to immediately give myself a loss here. As you can see, bloop, 1 loss right there, and we're going to be on 0 wins. So I'm just going to give myself a loss since I didn't do the one at all. I think that's the fairest way to judge our play, the first way to make it. So I'm gonna say, like, we got a loss yesterday, regardless of the fact that we didn't play at all. So because it was my job to play yesterday's daily, and I just felt so bad and so tired and so like drained that I knew even if I recorded the episode, A, it would be horrible, and B, what's the point if I'm not gonna enjoy playing the episode. Lastly, before we start, very important, today is the man who is responsible for all these beautiful thumbnails you see on our channel, CQ Swart, the man behind the thumbnails. He's in every description. Look it up. You will see his name. He is the man that makes all these beautiful thumbnails. And I just want to say happy birthday, dude. It's your birthday today, I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong because I have the memory of the 1-year-old child, but I'm 99.5% sure it's your birthday. Happy birthday. I hope you have a great day. Thank you very much for making the channel what it is and making it more than it could have ever been. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate you as a very good friend of mine for many years, and of course the man that does help me with a lot of beautiful work on my channel. So happy birthday to you. I hope you had a great day yesterday, because this is only going to come out on the 3rd. If you see this or not, who knows, but I'm just going to give a big shout out to CQ Swat and wish him happy birthday. And without further ado, let's jump into today's daily. A little bit of a longer intro, but I had to explain what happened yesterday, that there was no daily yesterday, because those are important facts that people watching my channel might want to know. Where was this 1st of September's daily? I mean, I doubt there's that many people that are this committed to my channel that they're like, I need to know exactly where every daily is. But it's possible. I guess there could potentially be people that are who literally want to see every single daily. So if they are, I apologize that there wasn't a daily yesterday. I contemplating and doing it. It was like at my time, it was literally like almost 10 o'clock at night, and I was sick. So it was 10 o'clock at night and I was sick, and I was like, maybe I should do the daily. I decided, of course, not to do it, as you can obviously tell, because there was no daily. Because I sat on my computer and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And I kept thinking about it. Am I gonna do it? And it just like the thought went from like just went on and on, and the more time I sat Oh, yeah, we got Hoarder. Oh, shit, son. I was pretty sure 3 dagger sprays would kill him. So I was gonna go for it. But the fact that we have... Oops. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. The fact that we have Hoarder does make me want to contemplate what cards I add now. Like, I was just gonna add, like, almost anything. Now I'm like, okay, whoa. We have Hoarder. Blade Dance is good if we get a finish in the deck, so I'm going to add it for the hope that we get a finish, but I'm going to be very fussy from this point onwards. From this point onwards, I'm not going to just add any card. Now I'm going to be very fussy about the cards I add. I will only add very specific cards, cards that work with Hoarder, finisher, sorry. Because when you have 3 finishes, if you get a finisher, of course, that means our mathematical chance of playing the finisher is obviously a lot higher, because we should draw it with a couple of what is one you want to call it, a couple of blade dances or dagger sprays, that type of thing. So I wasn't too worried about being able to kill things at this point, so it didn't bother me. All of these are not good enough, so I'll skip them. Moving along. This guy's always such a problem, actually. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm so sorry about that. Everything is set, like my whole setup is just wrong, that I can't even get to the mute button fast enough when that happens. So my hand got stuck on the cable, etc, etc. So like the reason I put the shivs there, not that it matters, the dagger spray does exactly the same damage as 2 shivs will do, but the 2 shivs will always do more damage than the 2 shivs will always do more damage than the strike. So at this point it's better practice for me to always focus the blade dances, because they do the same as the dagger spray and less than the strikes, so that I don't accidentally potentially play a strike or something worse than a dagger shiv. So that's why I chose to do it that way. That's not enough money to go to a shop, so I'm gonna skip a shop for now. Smithing cards. I probably want to start smithing cloak and daggers or blade dancers, honestly. More shivs mean more damage. So more shivs there, that's 12 damage. I guess the block on the cloak and dagger is actually better. Maybe I should have gone the cloak and dagger. It's a difficult one to know for sure. I mean, at this point you just wake him up, right? Yeah. Now I woke him up in the hope that exactly this would happen. This is exactly what I was hoping would happen. I'll just get a lot of shiv plays off of a steroids potion, and that way I'll pretty much negate, well not negate, but I'll do the most damage I could possibly do. Dagger sprays do the same as the shiv, so it doesn't matter which one I choose. It works out great. So once again, dagger sprays do the same as the shivs, but I'll still do them both. There we go. That was a very good Lagavulin fight. The Lagavulin is always a difficult guy to fight, so I'm very happy with that. Very horrible, it's a very, very horrible relic that we got. The Runic Dodecahedron is not a super good relic for us, specifically, so I'm a little bit upset about that, but it is what it is. I should still, yeah. I was like, if I play the Cloak and Dagger, I'll get attack in, which I care about a lot, and I'll also get the safe kill, you know, the kill where I don't, or not the kill, but I would have got vulnerable, and that means the other guy might have actually done more damage to me. I think a charge battery at this point is actually fine. It kind of works with what I'm doing, so it's okay. The relics are so bad. I need to just sacrifice life here and look for a good relic. That's a good relic. Okay, that's actually a great relic. This is a horrible boss for us to come against, but the relic works out great. So I'm gonna pop the power card because it might be something we need. I'm gonna go for just straight up demon format up in here, and I'm gonna straight up dagger spray. I want to neutralize, even though it doesn't matter. Dagger spray, and then I will strike once here. So now what I'm hoping for is that the demon form strength is going to be enough to take out one of these guys. Because if I take one of these guys with ornamental fan, I will always get the block I need, if you understand what I'm saying. So I'm not too worried about the block right now. I'm worried about the killing of the enemies without taking any damage. So I mean, I'm not worried about the block because I'm going to always have the blocks. I'm always going to have the damage. So basically what I'm actually worried about is obviously just killing them faster, so you get less days cards that might be problematic for our deck. But as you can see, the deck I've built right now, oh wow, that's a good one. That's a good one. This is a difficult one. Glass Knife hits twice. I don't know if Glass Knife's hitting twice activates finisher. Let's Google this quickly. Slay the Spire finisher. Glass Knife. There we go. Deals 8 damage for each attack played this turn. Okay, but how does that work with cards such as Dagger Spray, all those? I don't think it does. I'm just gonna skip these, as I truly don't think any of them are good enough for what I'm going for. I should start upgrading Cloak and Daggers. I realized after upgrading the Blade Dance there, it was actually the wrong choice, and Cloak and Dagger was actually the right choice, but you know, there's no way to know when you do the thing that it's the right or wrong thing. So okay, I mean, Hello World here isn't too bad, but I'm gonna skip anywhere. I feel like I'm in a really okay place right now with what I've got going on. A little bit of a bad hand for us, but it's okay. So we do have some damage here. I'm going to focus on the wizard because I want the wizard to die. We got to get weakened, which is a problem. There's nothing we can do about it, so. And obviously being weakened is extremely bad for us, because if we're weakened, we can't kill this guy who's the weakened. So it's actually really bad to be weakened here, but why did you get hurt? Or rather, how did you get hurt? Is what I want to know. I'm gonna hold off on the Dagger Spray. I don't want to up this guy's attack too much. Mad Gremlin. I should be able to outblock him every time, because right now with Ornamental Fan and the 2-plated armors I have, and the type of build deck I have, a Shiv deck that does a lot of attacks in a row, I wasn't too worried about block. As I mentioned earlier, I've got a bunch of block cards in the deck. I've got a lot of good stuff, so I'm actually going to Dagger Spray here because I'm pretty sure I can kill him. Here we go. Beautiful. A Fear Potion is actually huge. Oh crap! 3 claws or 3 Thunderclaps. I think 3 Thunderclaps, being able to vulnerable an enemy, is probably the right choice. Now, who's our boss? The Hex Ghost. We don't want to heal up anyway, so let's rather just upgrade another Cloak and Dagger. I think the Cloak and Dagger upgrades are correct. I have no way to know, of course. It's like difficult for me to say for sure whether it's the right choice or not, but I'm gonna go for the it's the right choice play. I don't need block here, so we can rather go for the big strikes that do way more damage. And with the vulnerable we have, it should help quite a bit. So now we're gonna have a huge attack incoming. Hopefully we can outblock it. Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger. So we've got 12 block already. Plus 9. I don't know why we have 12, but we have 12 block for some reason. Plus, oh, the Cloak and Daggers, of course. So 12 plus 9 is 21, and he's hitting for 24, I think. I'm not entirely sure. So 3 Shivs will give us enough blocks. So clap, Shiv, 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 Shiv. There we go. So no damage taken so far. So far perfectly still intact. And I'm very happy. Oh no. Oh wait, I've got enough block due to the plated armor. So actually this should be a perfect. I don't see us not perfect in this fight, actually, now that I look at it. So that is nice to know, but I am still worried about what happens once we go a full circle and we start getting those cards we didn't want to see in our deck, such as the burn cards, because those might be the only big problem here. We also have to start killing him faster. He's not dying nearly fast enough for me, which is kind of problematic. Here I'll go full in because I can. I would rather have the extra energy, I think, for next turn. Our damage is slow right now, which is slightly worrying me right now a little bit. I've still got to do like 600 damage in quite a short amount of time, and that is very difficult. Yeah. Luckily the spikes are helping quite a bit. There's extra 3 damages I get every turn. Oh, beautiful. And this is where we can get the kill, so this is beautiful. Yeah, nice little perfect on the first 4 boss fights. Not a super powerful deck, but it's an okay deck. We will be in trouble, of course, if we come up against the Time Lord, which would now obviously be the boss we fight when we go up. Attacks that cost 0 deal 3 additional damage. Yes, please. Don't get me wrong, Curse Key, amazing. I would have loved me a Curse Key, but I have a Shift deck right now, and this with the Shift deck is like, hello. Do you want a free victory? Because if you do, click here. You know, it's one of those type of situations. So I'm gonna start this way. Well, this guy's kind of problematic for me and what I'm all about, but it's okay. So we'll start with one of these, and then these now do a lot of damage. So upgrading Cloak and Daggers and the Blade Dancers are going to be very valuable for me right now. So I'm actually going to want to focus that in the upcoming futuristic fights. I'm going to definitely want to focus upgrading the, or not the futuristic fights. Obviously, I'm talking about the bonfires. Like any bonfires I do see, we're going to want to focus on upgrading the Blade Dancers. The Blade Dancers might now be more important. Oh no, we're going to have 3 of those in our opening hand every time. That was a mistake. Okay, so I made my first mistake of the run. It's okay though. It kind of will work out because we draw more cards due to the silence ability. But a bag of prep now is gone from an, oh okay, well, this will be good for us, to, oh my word, this is 100% necessary, and we need to get bag of prep ASAP because I kind of screwed myself. Just a little bit, but still the shifts are so good. So we just want to like be very picky about what we add into the deck. Only shift creation cards, anything that's free, any card draw would be good. I think I can afford to play 2 times. Actually we can play all 3 here because we're not taking damage on this first turn. So, and now it's almost as if we've got a ninja scroll that is every turn, you know. So that's kind of good in its own way. Now the normal strikes are actually worth less for us than any shiv card, because any shiv does additional 3 damage, of course. So all shivs are literally better than any other card we could potentially get. So we're going to definitely be trying our best to focus shivs, to always prioritize adding the shiv to the hand instead of anything else here. So, but this is a guaranteed kill now with the vulnerable creation, 2 upgraded Cloaks and Daggers, and Wristblade, guaranteed kill, as I said earlier. Beam Style is very tempting because that vulnerable is super tempting. I'm going to take it due to, and it's a 0 costing card, and 0 costing cards do give us more things. So I'm looking for HP here. I was really looking for some HP. Finesse is just really good for us. Or Calcum, I mean, I will never get it, right? Because I'm always going to get the Ornamental Fans, or Calcum doesn't. I'm going to take the Slingshot. Give me that 2 extra strength against the elite fights. You know what? Give me a more bank too, and give me finesse. And let's head out. Give me a more bank, because oh, I immediately bought after buying more bank, so it literally just straight up failed. Okay. Well, I mean, the more you know, right? The more you know. I did not know the exact synergy for that, and now I do. So that's very interesting. Now I know. So if you're gonna buy more bank from a shop, make sure you buy more bank absolutely last. Very cool. That's actually very cool, and I'm actually happy I know that, because that now this does 3 extra damage because of the 0 cost. Are you serious? That's so good. Interesting. What a waste of our more bank though. But other than that, ooh, Endless Agony does 7 for free, and it makes a copy when it draws into my hand, which means I have more attacks to use. That is tempting. That is very tempting, but I think I'm actually kind of just happy where I am. I don't want to play. I don't want to mess around with it too much. So Blade Dance gives me an additional 7 damage, but I still like the Cloak and Daggers because they give so much extra defensive possibilities. I will get Shame for it. It is 3 Shames in the deck, which is obviously scary and very problematic for us. Being failed that much might potentially become a problem. Oh, I didn't look at the elites at all on this part, did I? Yeah, that was a big mistake. I didn't look at elites at all, and I'm only going to do 1 elite instead of 3 elites, so that was a big thing. And Shuriken is just like, I almost want to say, I feel like Shuriken's how the game says, like, you know what? Yeah, have a free win. have a free win, and enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Because we attack 3 times for the plate armor, and now we're going to be attacking 3 times for plate armor, and then we're going to be like, okay, cool, that wasn't good enough for me, I want more. I'm not going to attack 3 more times, so I can get... Oh, I didn't play the vulnerable first. That's a big mistake, actually. That destroys my damage output quite heavily. So now we're in a very strong place. The only scary part of our deck right now, of course, being the curses we added to the deck, because they might become problematic for us. So you might want to look into either getting rid of those or finding an alternative play with. Now this is really bad because this guy is kind of 100% counters my deck and everything I do with it. So that is problematic, but we can just make sure we do attack 3 times every time. We should make it place. We actually are going to take damage here. We're going to take 2. We're going to lose 1 plate army here only, but he took more. I feel like he took more damage, so it's fine. And I'm just going to shift 3 times for the strength up, and then I'll play our defense. There we go. I guess like this guy, the way to handle him is just to block 21 damage. You block 21 damage, and then you do little attacks. So block 21 damage, do little attacks. Block 21 damage, do little attacks, etc, etc. I think that's the way you handle that. I would love to upgrade more cards, but let me go to some question mark ones. I do not want to add 3 regrets to the deck. I mean, if I add 3 regrets, I'll get the bonus for the cursed run, and I don't mind the... Oh, I was gonna say I don't mind the regrets that much, and then obviously they gave me this hand. I was like, excuse me, what did you say? You said you didn't mind what too much? We just want to hear it from your mouth. It's my own fault. It's my own fault. I deserve that one. I'll say it straight up. That one's on me. You know what? That one's on me. Well done, game. Well done. I deserve that one. But with the type of deck I've built, once again, you know, I'm not too worried about ever taking damage. I'm very lucky with the threaded needle and the terminal together combo. It's just super good. Like, I'm not adding 3 backstab. I mean, I can understand why you might want to add 3 backstab. I get it, but I'm not adding 3 backstab. There should be an upgrade curse option, so you can literally upgrade a curse. And when you upgrade the curse gets slightly less bad. Does that make sense? I'm pretty sure you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So what I mean is, like, so say there's a curse, right? So there's a curse and we hate the curse, obviously. Okay, so now we need to think about this because we want to actually use these attacks on the shuriken to get bonuses. So 1, 2, that's 1 bonus, 3. So we get 2 attacks. So the strongest attack we have in our hand is, okay, so the shivs and the beam styles are actually the strongest, ironically. So there we go. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Yeah, sure, we frailed 1 more turn, but do you think I care about frail with the type of deck I built here? Because I can tell you right now, I'm not. I do not care at all. This is so good. We literally add almost infinite strength to our deck. With Ornamental Fang, we almost get infinite block to our deck. It's like we are in such a good situation right now that it's actually ridiculous. 1 down. Let's take him out. 2 down. This is such a good deck. It's actually insane. What a nice way to come back to Slay the Spire after being away for a day. It doesn't sound that long. Like, a day. I was away from Slay the Spire for a whole day. It's like, oh, how dare you go away from a game for a whole day. So right now we're on track for Beyond Perfect. So the upcoming bursting blade dances or cloak and daggers could be so good. I think I'm gonna skip it, but that could be so good. You can no longer smith. That is tempting. I definitely don't want Towering Kite. You can no longer smith. Let's see, what would I want to smith? 2 more cloak and daggers pretty much. Maybe 1 blade dance. That's about it, really. And the cloak and dagger is just for 1 extra shiv. At this point, I'm almost like, do I want to shiv? Or do I want to? I'm just going to take Fusion Hammer. I don't think I'm going to need to upgrade those last 2 cloak and daggers. It is the Awaken one, which is bad because the Infinite Blades is a power card. And we don't want to make the Awaken one stronger. So we want to contemplate potentially not doing that at all. So I'll definitely give them one. There is 2 elites right here. But I should check these elite paths. There's 3 elites. So we have like, there's 2, 3 elite paths. I'm very upset that I didn't do the elites correctly in the last floor. And I'll tell you why. Because it's not, I mean, obviously not going to guarantee it, but it's going to really put a damper in my top 100 placement if I don't do elites. Because if I don't do elites, I'm not perfect elites. I'm not perfect elites, I'm not getting the extra points. If I'm not getting extra points, of course, that is going to put me behind the 8 ball, and then we're in trouble. Now, a big thing to keep in mind is that when we get our butts to the oh, this is a very bad boss for us, actually. This boss specifically is just really bad for us, so a little bit upset that we got this guy specifically, but it's okay. Anyway, as I was trying to say, this is great for just adding a lot of strength to our one. Our HP is super low. Like, just before we do anything, we need to talk and look and think about our HP, right? Because right now, I'm in a position where, as I said, my HP is so low. I don't think I need the energy potion. Ooh, 3 in Flames could be pretty good. 3 in Flames could be pretty... Well, they're powers. They're powers. We're on powers against the Awakened one anyway. Let's try and keep this in mind when we make our choices. So I'm gonna start with... I think I'm gonna start with 3 Infinite Blades every time. This one worked out pretty nice for us. We're a little bit lucky to get what we got here. Get 2 strength up. Like the Shuriken, Wrist Blade, Ornamental Fan, and then the fact that we have extra block just because the game is kind is just so good for us. This is a dagger spray situation. Yeah. Okay, so I'm kind of in an awkward place right now. I was kind of in a situation where I couldn't attack until I played a lot of block up, so it was very difficult for me to get an attack in. So my biggest fear right now, in 100%, I mean, Sword Boomerang is really good because we get so much strength, but I'm going to pass it. My biggest fear right now, straight up, not even, oh, Strawberry, when I see a Strawberry, you buy a Strawberry. Bottle Lightning. Is there a skill we would want to put on Opening Hand? Cloak and Dagger, maybe? I don't think there's really a skill I want to put on Opening Hand. Funnel's not super good for me. Secret Technique is not super good. Nothing here is good for me. Rupture works with Regret and stuff. But other than that, we don't really care. Is there another shop? There's 2 more shops. Honestly, none of this jumps at me. Bottle Lightning's not good because there's no skill I want to put on my Opening Hand. So, you know what? No, thank you. So it is Intangible, bro. He's always a scary guy to come up against. Like, really, really, really scary. Hard type of guy to have to fight against so early like this. It really does put a damper in my situation. I think I will play another Cloak and Dagger and then get the strength up and then play another Infinite Blades. I'll take 2 from the Regret. It's okay. So now the biggest problem I have, and it's kind of a shitty one. I'm going to keep attacking him, by the way. I want the strength up. That's all I care about here. And the biggest problem I'm going to have is that there is always the super potential, specifically against the... that is 45 damage. Specifically against the upcoming boss. Ooh, after image, like, it tames me. Lose 2 max HP, get 3 rise, or get 2 mana. I'm just gonna lose 2 max HP here. I mean, I know you might be like, you're gonna lose 2 max HP and you have terminal? Are you crazy? Look, I'm not crazy. I'm just like, I'm a realist, right? So I look at the situation and I say to myself, okay, well, there's 2 options here. Option A, I mean, no reason to use that. Option A, lose 2 HP, which is bad, don't get me wrong. Or the alternative, which in my opinion is the way worse option, is don't lose 2 HP, but then you are going to take a billion. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I'm sure it makes sense. Like, yo, maybe I lose 2 max HP now, but do I want 3 rise? Frick no, I don't want 3 rise. 3 rise will destroy me. Geria, you one of those definitely a little bit too late. A little bit too little too late. I'm actually going to buy Instance Burner, actually. Look, don't get me wrong. FTL is looking beyond tempting here. I think I'm going to buy the Thorns, though. FTL was looking super tempting. Like, just imagine, though, what I could do with the... I can't afford to lose HP, so I'll just take this. My deck isn't big enough for Mind Blast. Impatience is tempting. I don't really apply debuffs. I think I'm just gonna skip all of these, honestly. Skip cards, let's move along. Oh, here. Now we're gonna lift, obviously, because there's no reason to heal when we're on max HP. Now we're gonna fight here. Now this is like another very scary situation, right? This guy, specifically, he has the potential to one-shot you. Just straight up. Like, he can one-shot me. In the wrong situation, I can get one-shotted by the Giant Head. The Giant Head is the type of guy that has the potential to one-shot me. It's just how it is. It sucks, don't get me wrong. Shivs actually do more damage than the strikes, so we want to always remember to use the shivs when we can. There's the beam cell. That's what I was waiting for the whole time. Just wooden sharp. Like, I feel like we've got such a good deck. The only problem is the deck relies us. It doesn't rely, but it's kind of. Let's just straight up. It relies on us playing the. Or Smiling Mask. I feel like is one of those. It's too little, too late situations. Oh, this guy's a problem. Anyway, as I was trying to say, the deck does rely a lot on us. I'm gonna get constricted immediately. That means I don't kill this guy in 2 turns. I could be in a very scary place. And I didn't even get any attacks. That's so bad. So card draw would have been exactly what we needed, but I might want to, if I get the opportunity now to add card draw, look into that. Because right now, I definitely need some kind of way. Nah, I'm gonna blow you up. Fuck it. I don't wanna risk it. Not with constrict on me. So there is no card draw. I was gonna say, if any card draw showed up, I would have taken it because I needed card draw. The thing is, we should be on max HP when we start the fight against the Awakened one, right? Yeah. So we get the extra energy from winning the hit one. And now we've got the choices. This is a really shitty way to start our turn, by the way. In all honesty, I think it's the worst opening hand we could have got. And we're literally not going to get a perfect. I got no attacks for the ornamental fan to give me defense. So I'm just going to play all 3 things. And yeah, sure, the guy's going to get 3 ups immediately. But we weren't perfect anyway, so our Beyond Perfect was gone. Just because we got a bad opening hand. Which if I'm being 100% honest, that is just bad luck, man. That is just pure bad luck for us. What's the chance we didn't draw into any defensive cards there? Okay, so we are dead? Almost dead. I mean, this is what I spoke about. I said, like, you know, the Awakened one, he will have the potential to be able to one-shot us. And as you can see, we're getting there. We're getting to, like, our plate armor is getting less every turn. He's doing more and more damage every turn. But this is what we're looking for. These cloak and daggers. These were the big plays. But unfortunately, it took a little bit of time to show up. So this is like, I knew with cloak and dagger I would be fine. But as you saw, I had to draw the cloak and dagger. So there was still a risk factor involved in my build. Of course, we got a lot of strength. Now, I'm actually going to pop the artifact potion here. I don't know if that's going to do anything. I'm going to pop it anyway because I don't want to, whatever negative he gives me, I don't want it. Now, 21 damage is actually not that bad. Let's get rid of the Grit right away. Now, he's not vulnerable anymore, which is really bad for us. If he was vulnerable, he would probably be dead, which would be super good. We're not dead yet, but we're getting close. We're getting very close. We're on 5 HP. So pretty much he has to die this turn. It's almost imperative that we kill him now. And we will kill him. Awesome. We didn't get to Beyond Perfect, and that's just, we didn't get to Beyond Perfect due to an opening hand, and that irritates me. 1192, it will not be top 20, and that's not Beyond Perfect. That's what happens if you don't get a Beyond Perfect. So there was really nothing we can do about that. No Beyond Perfect means no top 20. Play day 1. We must score 301st. Not getting it Beyond Perfect like just destroys our score. Just destroys our score. And you know what's the saddest part? Like we got the kill against the Mind Bloom boss with the perfect. We beat like almost all the elites with perfects. And then we get to the final fight of the run, which is against the Awakened one. And then we simply just get the wrong opening hand and we lose our Beyond Perfect. Now, had I got a different opening hand, one where I didn't get where I could have played more attacks to get the block to get the perfect, I wouldn't have played the Infinite Blades to make him stronger, which probably would have led to me getting Beyond Perfect. So it's a little bit difficult to know, obviously, because you get what you get, and that's kind of the deal with Slay the Spire. You might draw a very good hand, you might draw a very bad hand, and I was very unlucky to draw a bad hand. I had 6 curses in my deck, so I deserve the curse that I got in my opening hand. That's fine, I'm okay with that. I'm just upset that I didn't get that Beyond Perfect. It was not. I would have loved to have come back into this with a top 100 placement at least. But top 20 is my goal now. Like I really feel like top 20 is where I should be striving to hit. The place I should be hitting right now, it should be top 20. For now, that's going to be the end of this first episode for September. Although it is the 2nd of September, one loss for yesterday is non-done. Didn't do. I don't know what the correct terminology would be, but the daily we skipped. The 1st of September daily we did not do. So we got one loss there, and then of course we got our first victory, which is on our first actual daily done, and that's for 2nd of September. So we're 1-1 right now. Not the greatest score, 50% exactly, which is not good. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, please be sure to hit that like button. It really does help out a lot, and I of course really appreciate it. I will see you all next episode of Slay the Spire dailies. I'll try my best not to ever skip dailies. I did all of them for 2 months in a row, and I was very proud of that. And yesterday I felt so bad and so tired and so drained that I knew that even if I did record it, I would sound even worse than I sound now. And I'm pretty sure I'm very much less energetic than I usually am in this type of situation. But that's just because when you're under the weather, you're under weather, and it's a horrible feeling, and it's been happening more and more lately. As anyone been following the channel knows, I never used to get sick and things. I went probably 5 years of my life without ever getting sick, and now suddenly, you know, within 4 months I get sick like once a month, and it's horrible. It's 3 or 4 days worth of just suffering, and it's really not fun. But luckily I'm back, and luckily I'm here, and I'm ready to do dailies, and that's all that really matters. So I'll see you all tomorrow with the September 3rd daily. We will be going for another win and just get our win rate a little bit better, because I'm obviously very upset with the fact that I've got 1 loss already and I didn't even get a chance to do that run. For now though, thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you next time with more Slay the Spire dailies.